Dear scholars, recently we have put an end to learning a lesson Sushruta. I hope you have watched both the videos and understood the explanation of the both parts of this lesson. Here, through this video, I am going to talk about the activities given in pointers, that is exercise we will say. Let's begin with the question first. Answer the following questions. A. Who was Sushruta? The answer is very simple, that is Sushruta was a bright student of veterinary medicine. Next, Shalihotra. Who was Shalihotra? So Shalihotra was Sushruta's teacher. Next, what question did Shalihotra ask to test Sushruta? So it is what? The question is what all he would need to perform a surgery on a wonderful horse. Next, how long a period did Shalihotra allow to find the missing things? Shalihotra allowed 1 week to find the missing things. Next, how did Sushruta find the missing things? Select the appropriate answer. Here are 4 options: by reading several books, by consulting his friends, by observing his teacher carefully and thinking about what he did, what he did, and the last one, by meditating. So what is the correct option? It's third one, right? Next, who erected the first known veterinary hospital of the world? Who was he? The great emperor Ashoka erected the first known veterinary hospital of the world. Next, what were the 3 missing things that Sushruta discovered? First, a good veterinarian should have an eagle's eye. Second, a good veterinarian should have a lion's heart. Third, a good veterinarian should have a mother's touch. Next, explain the meaning of the following phrases. An eagle's eye. It means a very sharp and watchful eye. Next, a lion's heart. Balancing sympathy and science together. A mother's touch. A concern and loving attitude. Next, number 4, narrate the story of Sushruta in your own words. So if you think of the first part of the lesson, so there is little short story of Sushruta. So you can write in your own words, just like Sushruta, who was a very bright student of veterinary medicine. He was disciple or student of Shalihotra. Shalihotra himself was well known for his knowledge of veterinary medicine. Shalihotra had taught very good to Sushruta, and to check his knowledge, one day Shalihotra asked a question to Sushruta, and the question was what all he would need to perform a surgery on a wonderful horse. So in this way you have to begin the story, and just first page of the lesson or the first part of the lesson you have to write as an answer. Fifth one, list all the words related to surgery from the passage. So there are many words used in the passage. Let me give you some examples: medicine, dressing, bandaging, etc. There are many. You have to make a list of all of them. Number 6, write short notes on the following. First one, that is a veterinary science in ancient India. So you will get the answer in the part second. That is a tradition of veterinary therapy developed very early in India, and this has survived to the present time. Based on the Ayurveda, Indian veterinary medicine is known for its specialized literature, which provides information on ancient methods of preventing and treating diseases of animals. The oldest existing veterinary text from India is treatise entitled Ashwayurveda Siddhanta. So this is little part of the answer. So you have to read the information that is from part second, and you can write the important important information related to veterinary science in India. B. Care of animals in the regime of Emperor Ashoka. In the rule of Emperor Ashoka, reign of Emperor Ashoka, how animals were looked after, cared, that we have to write. So what is first? We came to know that the great Emperor Ashoka erected the first known veterinary hospitals of the world. Further, what he did? He arranged cultivation of herbal medicine for animals as well as human beings in his empire and adjoining kingdom. Then in the same period, the animals were given some tonics and stimulants for their good mental and physical health, and further prevention of the occurrence of diseases was also given importance. Cleanliness of animals, maintenance of stalls and stables, quality of food, disadvantages of overfeeding were also looked after. In this way you can write the answer. Next one, utilization of animal byproducts in the ancient world. So it is there in the second part only. Utilization of animal byproducts was also done wisely by our ancestors. Conversion of milk into butter, ghee, curd, khoa, etc. was a common practice. Chicken was utilized for its meat, while sheep was utilized for its wool. So in this way you can write the answer. Next, form pairs. Complete the following table through the discussion. So you have to discuss with your friend to get the answer of this question. Here the first column is of occupation, next is necessary quality, and then we have to write the reason, means why that particular quality is needed. First one, student. So what qualities are required for student? There are many, right? Diligent, confident, obedient, hardworking, etc. right? So I am just going to give you example. For example, if we write the quality, that is obedience. Why this is required? If student is obedient, he or she can learn the discipline. So we can write to learn discipline. Next, if you think that student is confident, so that confidence is necessary to give answers in the classrooms, and to present his own knowledge, and moreover this is the reason. Next, if you think of teacher, so intelligence is required. Then teacher should be friendly with students, then teacher should be understanding. There are many things. So if you think of the important quality, that is intelligence. Teacher must have intelligence. Why it is so? Simply to teach the students, right? So if he or she has good intelligence, he or she can teach the students well. Teacher must be understanding the students. So why? If teacher understands what problems students are facing, whether they are understanding or not. So simply that teacher, particular teacher, can improve the students better. Next, if you think of housewife, so she should be caring, she should be responsible, etc. There are many. You can you can add work also, hard work also. So why it is required? If that housewife is caring, so simply she is going to do all the things with love and attachment, right? So in this way you have to write the necessary qualities for sportsman, artist, singer, author, umpire, actor, scientist, and why that qualities are required, that you have to write. So you can write 2-3 qualities here and explain at least one out of that. Next, number 8. Note these pairs of words: care, carefully; equal, equally. Here we see that letters ly are added at the end of the word to make another word. A letter or a group of letters added at the end of a word make another word is called suffix. So if we add any one letter or maybe more at the end of the word and get the new word, so that is called as suffix. For example, here the word is care and the new word is carefully. So by joining ful to the word first care, that became careful, and the word carefully join again with ly, so it became carefully. So equal becomes equally, right? So these are the examples of suffixes. Now what you have to do, it's here: use the suffix ly to make the other words from the following: subsequent, subsequently; frequent, frequently; wise, wisely; immense, immensely; beautiful, beautifully. In this way you have to write the suffixes for this. Now the next one: find 2 examples each of the words made by using the following suffixes. Ness, for example, goodness, happiness, etc. Then joining er: teach, teacher, just like good, goodness, the same way teach, teacher. Then play, player. Next, let, for example, pig, piglet. You can write your own examples too. Next, full, hope, hopeful; care, careful. Next, tion: act, action; create, creation; sion, that is supervise, supervision, etc. Why? Luck, lucky; stick, 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 sticky. So in this way you have to write the 2 examples. You can write your own examples too. Next, number 9. Frame questions beginning with the following words based on the above passage. So these are the words called as WH words. All the words are starting with W or H, especially WH. It is the only that is starting with H, but it has W in it, so it is also called as WH words. When we frame a question with WH words, the answer we get is explanatory. So based on the above passage, question with who, simply you can choose from the exercise only. Who was Sushruta? Who was Shalihotra? Next, what question did Shalihotra ask to test Sushruta? Where was in ancient India, where was the first veterinary hospital erected by the Emperor Ashoka? Next, when did Shalihotra give his answer? Next, how did Sushruta find the missing things? Next, why did Shalihotra ask question to Sushruta? So in this way you can frame questions, you can frame your own questions, but they should be based on passage. And here is the last activity: visit a library, find more information or stories about scholars of the ancient world. Their names are Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya, Varahamihir, Charak, Nagarjuna, Jivak. So these are the scholars of the ancient world. You have to find their information visiting a library, or you can simply find their information browsing on Google. So this is all about all the activities based on the lesson Sushruta. I hope you might have found my explanation helpful.